This is a long-term strategy. Obviously, if you're going to start doing this type of work, then you need to be in Sales Navigator for a while. There's no point doing some of this work. There's an element of this you can do as a quick hit, find the right people, transfer them elsewhere. But the real value in this is the long-term play for you. So first of all, once you're in your account map, you can go and visit the website. You can mark them as a preferred account. I've already shown you this in the previous. You can view it on normal LinkedIn. You can view more details, which pops up the more info, same as here. And obviously you can save it if it's for some reason you've come to here and it's not in the save list. Then it's going to show you all the employees, all of what LinkedIn thinks is the decision makers, and also my personas. So I've only just set up LinkedIn Sales Navigator. If you look at video number 1 right from the start, I had my Sales Navigator account wiped. I had to start again. So that was a brilliant opportunity to do all of this. And I very, very quickly set up a basic persona. But the better that you set up those personas, if you are in this for the long term, the better the details will be here. So I can go here and I can just immediately see all of the people that fit my persona. But obviously, I hadn't done that. Oh, where's it gone? Okay, so let's go and do this again. Okay, so I hadn't set up my personas very well. But if you're in it for the long term, make sure you do it. So 3 key areas: people, insight, and alert. So here, just be careful here, because sometimes in this corner over here, it defaults to a view of your persona. So you might look at that and think, oh, well, there's not very interesting information here, but it might be that it's defaulted to your persona. So if your personas are absolutely spot on, then brilliant. But if not, change it to all employees so you can see what's going on in this organization. Okay, if you are in a persona, it will give you the different relevance. So all the people in the United, if I could click this, it'll show me the founder, all the job titles with founder, etc., and you can edit your persona. But for the moment, I'd recommend, until you've really got these personas dialed in, go to all employees. And then as you're doing that, you might think, right, okay, view all. We'll open up the search, and actually I want to save Thomas. So okay, I'm going to save that. So I've now got Thomas in one of my lists, obviously depending on what you do. While I'm doing that, it's suggesting similar leads as well. You can go through all of that and add all of these. Obviously, if you've done your persona right, the relevant people will be here, and I can do this and add them to my list here and save them. Okay, so the better your persona, the better and quicker this will be. Then you can start building out a relationship map. So again, it will recommend leads to add to the relationship map. If they are not there, so the act of adding them in and saving them. So if we go here and add Adam, I'll save Adam, and Adam now add him to my lead list, and then he gets added down here. So if I refresh that, so if you see people that you want to add to this graphical map but aren't there, it's just because you haven't saved them. So what they recommend is based off of your usage of Sales Navigator. So the better you use it, the better it learns. So now what I can do is go, okay, so Stephen, Thomas. So, and then I can start looking at the relationship interaction between these people. So again, this is a long-term play. And then you could kind of experiment what you're doing here. And then if you follow a sales process, so I'll mark Thomas as an influencer, Stephen as a decision maker, influencer.